Do you feel defeated? Are you a follower of Jesus? If you answered yes to that second question, you are in no way defeated. Before we begin the armor of God tomorrow, we need to break down where God first mentioned this victory by first talking about the gospel in Genesis 3:15. And I will cause hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel. As I continue, pay attention to the text on the screen for full understanding. This verse is the first mention of the gospel in the Bible. God already had a plan from the beginning to restore us to him through Jesus. Stay to the end and don't miss this. This verse was the cursing of the devil in the Garden of Eden after Adam and Eve had sinned. The serpent's metaphorical offspring are demonic forces and people who follow the devil. Satan wasn't the only fallen angel. Jesus called the Pharisees a brood of vipers, and he said that they belonged to their father, the devil. The woman in this verse is Eve, and she is the mother of all mankind. In short, God says that Satan will always be the enemy of all mankind. It follows that people who follow Satan will always be at perpetual war with God's people. And we know this because we are in a very real battle with good and evil. Injury to the head is far more fatal than injury to the heel. The he whose head is crushed is Satan. The he whose heel is struck is Jesus. Though Jesus' body endured beating and death, it wasn't eternally fatal. He rose again on the third day, just like he promised. When he declared to Telestai and took his last breath and then rose again on the third day, he crushed Satan's head once and for all. There will be no redemption for Satan. His eternity is in fact fatal, and he is headed for the depths of hell. So if you've chose Jesus as your Lord and Savior, your eternity is sealed with him. On this earth, you have an enemy that wants to stop you from being a disciple of Jesus. It is vital that you know how to put on the full armor of God. We're going to unpack that over the next few days. I'll see you tomorrow for day 28.